Hello everyone, this is Rick Darlington. Many people just want to find some best free video editing software. So in this video tutorial, I will just show you a total of three best free video editing software for both Windows and Mac. Let's just get to the point. The free video editing software I will introduce includes the Lightworks free video editor, the Shotcut, as well as the openshot. So now let's just first take a look at the Lightworks. The Lightworks free video editor software is compatible with both Windows and Mac. You could just download and run the software on your computer. The reason why I love using the Lightworks free video editing software is that there is no watermark where you export the video, and also the interface is very easy to use, particularly considering the effects. For example, and you can see there's so many effects from the VFX Center, and but in general, I love. It's very simple to cut, trim, or split the video in Lightworks. So now let's just get started. First of all, as you can see, this is the interface of the Lightworks. You could edit the video from the center, or just change the VFX, or go to the audio to control the audio center intersector. To start with, we just import a video or other files to the Lightworks. To import a video, you could just tap the libraries and go to the local files. After that, click the places. Here you could choose any video files from your computer. For example, I already prepared a video file called a test video on my desktop. So I just search the test video, and yes, it's this one. Now, after select it, you could just drag it to the timeline. Now, this is the Lightworks audio and video track. You could tap this to zoom in so that you could edit the video much more conveniently. Also, just choose all of the videos and the tracks to the beginning part. If you cannot drag the video files to the timeline, you could just right-click the mouse and add some tracks like for example, add video or add a audio track. And you could also see so many different features like the rename and select something, or and mark in, mark out, or intersector, or remove, or just export. Here you could export the video. So as you can see, this is the video file I just dragged to the timeline, and you could find the preview window here. This is the preview window, and there are some features. Let's just take a look at them. For example, this is the NA. I love this very much because it's very it could help you cut the videos very conveniently. How to use this feature? For example, just when you move the pointer here, you could enter an E mark at the current position. And after that, if you want to cut some video clip in between, then just enter here and enter another alt mark. Now after that, you could just delete this icon called the marked session to remove this or cut this video clip in between. Let's just take a look at. So as you can see, it's very easy. You could also just tap the Control and C key on your keyboard to. So it's very easy to use. Now after that, let's just look at some other video editing features. For example, There are several questions about how to use the video for beginners. The first one is that how to cut in Lightworks, and I just introduced to cut the video in Lightworks. First of all, you could select the video track as well as the water track until the tracks turn yellow in color. After that, you could just uh, press the C key on your keyboard to split the video or audio track. And now to cut the video, just select the video or audio track until they turn yellow in, and then just press delete key on your keyboard. You can also just right click the mouse and find the delete to cut the video. Uh, to to move to the previous step, you could just press Ctrl and Z key on your keyboard as said earlier. So it's really very easy, right? But please note when you cut the video, you just need to select the video you want to cut. If you choose all of the video, and when all of them turn yellow, then all of the files will be deleted. So this is really easy to cut video in Lightworks. You could also use the end E and end mark feature as I said earlier. Also, this is the Q marker. You could just enter this marker during the video cutting. For example, just enter it here. You could also choose the any color, and you could continue to play the video. Yeah, another one. Also use the same color. You could use the same color here. And if you want to cut the video, you may save this part. Just move the pointer here, and then enter an E mark at the correct position, and also an Alt mark at the correct position. Then just delete this button to remove that specific video clip. Now after that, I will show you how to add some text to your video. Most of the time, you just want to add some text so that you want to demonstrate something much more clearly. To add a text in Lightworks, you could just go to the VFX and then tap this button to add new effects. Here you need to find the text effects. There are so many different types of the text. For example, this one. You can just put the typed in test content here and check how it looks like. Yes, this is very easy to use. You can also just change the test font, face, positions, and a shadow or enter a bold letter intersector. It's very easy. For example, also you could choose this one and end the test here. For example, beautiful scenery, 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 or something else, and change the position or leading as well as and a shadow, and choose the color, and change the type of the font, something else. So this is another reason I love using the Lightworks, because there are so many features offered to test to add a test. For example, you could change the fonts or change the position or something else. There's so many different type of the tests. You could just choose any kind of the test you like, and you could also just tap this so that the test disappears. Yes. or this one or something else. So it's very easy to add a test in Lightworks. Also, now after that, you may also just want to control the audio volume. For example, sometimes when you edit the YouTube videos, you hope to enter some music to the timeline. To enter music, it's the symmetry about how you add the video. Just right click and then add a audio track. After that, you could just find some import the music file from your computer. For example, here I just find a music. For example, here I just download this music from YouTube audio library and put it here. As you can see here, you just needed to add another audio track. So let's just add another video and just try it again. Sorry. And another audio track and try it again to put this music file to the timeline. You could just play it and check. So at this point, you find the music volume is so big. To change to increase or decrease the music volume, you could just go to the audio and then find you could move the bar here. For example, if you want to decrease the music volume, just you could change the center for A1 and A2. So this is the music. Let's just check how it. So you could just continue to. So as you can see, it's very simple to increase or decrease the volume of the audio file. Just to move this mix bar up or down as easily as you wish. Now after finish the video, you could, if you want to add some more effects, just go to the VXC and just I said earlier. For example, you could choose different effects like the 3D LUTs, some color tape. Just add this and check how it looks like. Or you could also choose something else and mix or some key like this one, something else. So this is very cool to to apply the effects to the in Lightworks. So many people want to use Lightworks because all these features are free, and most importantly, you could export the video for free without any watermark, compared to some other so-called free video editors that actually have the watermark. To export the video in Lightworks, you could just right-click the mouse and then choose Export. As you can see, with the free version of the Lightworks, you could just export the video to MP4 output video format. And this is the disadvantage, but I think it should be fine because most of the time this resolution should be enough to edit some YouTube videos or some educational videos. Here you could select a place to export the video, and also please note you could only choose 720 pixel resolution with the free Lightworks video editor. If you want to need some much higher quality video, you could just select its pro version, which will cost you some money. Now after that, just tap the start to export the video, which is very quick. So this is the first free video editor I just introduced about the Lightworks free video editor. In general, as you can see, There are several points I love this software. First, the interface is very easy to use. Just for example, how to end audio or video tracks, how to cut the video or add a text and also the preview is very cool, and because so, and secondly, I love the Lightworks because it's offered so many different types of the pre-installed effects, like some the contrast and the DVE or some key plugins and stylized test intersector. All these completely free to use. So it's really very cool. But the disadvantage for the Lightworks video editing software is that with the free version, it only supports the MP4 output video format. So this is a disadvantage. Also, you could just export the video to the 720 pixel with the free version. The second free video editing software I will introduce is called the Shotcut, which is very easy to use. Compared to the Lightworks free video editor, the Shotcut could let you export different output video formats. In addition, you could also just use the Shotcut to edit the 4K video for free. So now let's just take a look at how to use the Shotcut for video editing for free. First of all, you could just open File to import a video. Just I will import the same video called the test video. Now you could just drag it to the timeline. This is the timeline. You could right-click the mouse and add a new audio or video track. So you could just drag it to the timeline. So this is the timeline. You could first of all, I will show you how to cut video in Shotcut. To cut video, just select the video and move this timeline bar to the place where you want to cut the video. Then you could just tap this button called split at playhead to split the video. You could also just tap the Ctrl and Z key shortcut on keyboard to move the previous step. You could also just click the mouse and choose the split and playhead to split the video. And you could also just press the S key shortcut on your keyboard to split the video. It's very easy to cut the video. Just select any video clip you do not need and press the delete key on your keyboard, or just right-click the mouse and then remove it. So it's simple to cut or trim video in Shotcut. Now, secondly, I'll show you how to add a test in Shotcut. To add a test, first you need to select the specific video clip you want to add the test. Then find the filters and then tap this icon, add a filter. Here you can find many different effects and filters for the video and the audio. For example, to add a test, you could type the test, and there are two types of test called reach and simple. You could just double-click the reach so that the test bar could just appear. Now this is the test bar. If you do not want to see this bar above, just tap this button. To move the test box, could just first select this icon and drag it anywhere in this video clip. So it's very simple. Just type the test, for example, beautiful scenery or something else. Then you could change the test, for example, the size and color, or just select the tab of the test first into sector. If you want to move it a little bit down, you could just put it here. You could also choose the preset, also change the position and add the background color here from the left side of the interface. So it's very easy. Sometimes you may find the test box still exists here, so you could tap other video clips so that it could the test box could disappear. So it's very easy to use. And sometimes you just find you cannot move this bar when the icon disappears in the middle of the box. You could just select the end and drag it so that the icon appear once again. Then you could adjust the test box size so that you could add it the test much more conveniently. So this is very easy. Also, sometimes perhaps you find the music or the audio and the volume is big or small. To increase or decrease the music or the audio volume, you could just select the video and then go to the filters, and after that finally type the gain and volume to increase or decrease the volume level. So that is also very cool. Anyway, with the Shotcut free video editing software, it's very amazing to use because it's completely free without any watermark. To export the video, you could just go to the file and export the video. As I said earlier, one of the most outstanding features for Shotcut's free video editor is that it supports the 4K resolution. You could change the resolution here, as well as other features like the aspect ratio. Also, you could tap the advanced and choose any advanced and choose any kind of the output video formats. And you can see there's so many different output video formats you can choose. So this is something about how you could use the Shotcut free video editing software to edit videos for free without any watermark. Now the last free video editing software I will introduce is called the openshot. Openshot free video editor. With this free video editor, you could also just export the video for free without any watermark. Most importantly, this software provides you with many different effects, and the interface is also very simple to use. Now let's just get started. To import a video file, you could go to the file and tap the import file to select a video file from the computer. Here I've randomly selected a video file. This is the project files. You could tap the video or show word or some audio or images, anything you like to say to check the files it will just eject to the software. So I just select it, and now before I check it, you need to understand the timeline. This is the tracks. You could, for example, there are several tracks. You could just tap this button to add some new tracks. And this is the razor tool, and this you could add a marker or something else. And this is with this tool you could move the bar so that you could edit the videos much more conveniently. Now let's just check this video file to the check one here. After you check the video file here, you could find some more advanced features with on the left side. For example, you could change the you could first of all move this range line bar, and you could change its amper, for example. Just to change it, just to select it and move this bar. You could find it's really very cool. Could just crop the video by using this feature. I change the crop height and where as the change the crop width, something else. Very amazing, right? And after that, you could also choose to enable audio or video and choose the frame number. But most importantly, you could can also just change the increase or decrease the audio file volume. This is the volume. Let's just play it. We can just choose it and increase the audio volume. It's really amazing, right? Now let's just show how to cut video with the openshot video editor. Now just to cut the video, select the video, and then you could just right click the mouse and find the slice. You could, if you want to, but first of all you just need to move the pointer, the red pointer, to the place you want to cut the video, and then right click the mouse, go to the slice. If you want to cut the left part, just to keep the right side. You could tap the Ctrl and Z to move to the previous step. And if you want to cut the right side, you could just keep the left side. So it's very cool, right? Another way you could use to cut video in openshot is using this tool called the razor tool. For example, just tap it, or you could tap it once again. So that now let's just tap it. If you want to cut it here, you could just try to left click the mouse, but it's not very convenient to use. So I usually just go to the slice and keep the left on the right side. So as you can see, it's very easy to use the openshot to cut the video. You can also end the marker, or as I said earlier, you could just move this so that you could edit much more conveniently. For example, you could add a marker here and there, another mark here. So if you want to cut the video, this could help you to cut the video much more conveniently. So this is how you could cut video in openshot free video editor. If you want to add the text, for example, the titles and the subtitles, I think you will love the openshot because Loveshot provides you many wonderful and creative titles and subtitles. To access the titles, just need to go to the titles and choose the titles, or you could just tap the Ctrl and T shortcut to access these titles. And you can see they're different, very cool titles and subtitles you could use. You could also just choose this one, the animated title, which could makes your video look much more stunning and creative. Let's just choose the first one for this title. But most of the time you may find it's difficult to check the titles or use the titles. I will show you how to use the titles here. For example, first of all, you could just choose this one. Here, if you want to add the titles, you need to just add the text here. For example, let's just add beautiful scenery. This is the live one, the title. For the subtitle, you could it's amazing. It's really very amazing. Sorry, just to change it once again. It is amazing. And this is a good beautiful scenery. So after that, you could change the font. For example, you could change any kind of the font. Also change the size if you find the size is very big. This is the first one and the first two. Just regular. Just change the size. Also apply some effects to the titles. Also, you can change the title color here, as well as and background color for the titles. You can also use the advanced editor, but you need to install in Inkscape to use this function. So after editing the text, you could just save it. You can also name it. For example, you could name it title 1 and then save it. But sometimes people just find you may. But sometimes you just find you cannot see the titles after save it. So here you need to find the titles here from the image. And you can say these are some titles I just checked. So this is title 1 I just saved. So first of all, you could just drag the title to the um, timeline. You can drag it anywhere to the video clip. For example, just to drag it here. But here you can say the title drag is above the video clip. Like you say, could yes, you could try to add another track. Sorry. So as you can say, the title is already dragged to the timeline. You could also cut the title or change the title duration and you like. If you do not like this title, you could choose something else. So anyway, this is very cool to use the openshot to edit the videos and words. After editing the videos, you could just export the video. To export the video, you could click this button, export the video. Now, one of the outstanding features for openshot video editing is that, as you can say, it's suppose you could change the video quality, and whereas the could also tap the advanced and change the export it to video only or to video and audio, as well as could change some video settings. For example, you can change the video sentence, the video format, video codec, and as well as change the audio sentence. If you want to change the video resolution, you could just tap this button, and you can see there are so many different video output resolutions you could choose. And the openshot free video editor also supports the 4K. You can find the 4K. After everything is done, you could just export the video